today. From FirstEnergy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from FirstEnergy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Kicker Cody Parkey all set, and off we go from FirstEnergy Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading him out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 70 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indianapolis Colts at 3-2 here in 2020. Had their 3-game win streak snap week 5 at the hands of the Browns. 32-23. You know, the Colts defense is allowing 14 points a game coming in. That season-high 32 to Baker Mayfield, and the suddenly hot Browns ultimately doomed them. But, CD, what do you make of the Colts through 5 weeks? Is their defense really good, or have they been helped out by a favorable schedule?
Well, there's no question they've been helped a little bit by a favorable schedule, but I think it's a good defense overall. I like what they've done. I like how they respond, but their offense has really got to help them a little bit more. And, you know, Jonathan Taylor's going to run it, but at the same time now, Phillip Rivers not taking care of the ball as they expected him to. They thought he'd bounce back from what we saw last year in Los Angeles, and that's been a bit of a problem for them. So I do think that this is a team that has potential. There's no question about it, but they have to shore some things up, especially on the offensive side of the ball, because they're home for Cincinnati before an open week in Week 7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle, who went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first down throw here for Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out, to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run the counter. It's Hines. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Browns 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. It is a good time to be a Cleveland Browns fan. On a streak right now, winning 4 in a row. Last time Cleveland was 4-1, by the way, 1994. And the offense, they have scored at least 30 points in all 4 victories this last week, taking care of Indianapolis, CD. And also, the defense has forced a ton of turnovers this season as well, so they're doing it on both sides.
They certainly are. Myles Garrett, their star defensive end who got the big contract, he is more than playing up to that right now. What a role he's been on. 6 sacks in the first 5 games. 2nd in sacks right now in the NFL. And even better, oftentimes it's not just a sack, but a strip sack. It takes the ball away from the other team. This Cleveland team, you better bring your game if you're going to deal with the Browns right now. 2 divisional road games coming up now. Real big test, week 6 when they visit Pittsburgh. And then it's on to Cincinnati.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Mayfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a two-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spent a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, 41 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They're on 23-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made that time by Kevin Johnson.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
10-10 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
10.
Second down and 7. Play fake. Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Not much there, only a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They run with Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Mayfield to throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. He'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. A nice little juke. And now running right through him. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run with Hines, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. On the counter, it's Taylor. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now Taylor. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
23-yard line.
Remember, on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick first down.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Hunt. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
2 more yards. That's another.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack.
Sacked there by DeForest Buckner. Boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020. When the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defensive front. Great interior pressure that they haven't been able to exhibit in recent seasons.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Indy set to go on offense once more. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the interception here, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Here's Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They'll boot it away from about his 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Rigoberto.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Peoples-Jones returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philip Rivers, he is the focal point of our players' spotlight now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin the drive with Hines. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 66 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Open man is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Single. I got number 8.
Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
But hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Peoples-Jones returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Mayfield on first down. And he's going to keep it here. He finds an opening past the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Cleveland Browns.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Parkey is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
27, Colts 24.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a grab there by Zach Pascal, and he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
Rivers now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards the pickup there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Quick throw here to Hilton, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of
reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
B.J. Goodson made.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
A 23-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Doing is it working? He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Browns drive about to get started, and we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. And again, it's Mayfield. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd down at the Colts 17-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Take a 7-point lead now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the Colts coming out now. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Jarvis Landry, helmet back on and ready to go. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Hunt. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And it's incomplete.
Rivers pass.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
Rivers
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Rivers again. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To the air again here, Rivers. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hunt. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. You ain't going nowhere. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to 1 knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.